Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. My name is Celine and today's workout is going to be a full body, low impact workout composed of 7 moves that we will do for 45 seconds to a minute. So you don't need any equipment, all you need is a mat and of course being cleared by your doctor to do any kind of physical activity or these type of movements. On this note, let's get ready and let's get warm up. So here we go. Come up on all fours, and we're going to start by warming up the spine by arching our back, looking straight in front of us, opening up the chest, pushing through the arms, and then rounding the spine. Really spread open those shoulder blades. Inhale, arch, look straight forward, straight arms, and exhale, round. You're going to bring one leg forward. You can have a little pat on your knee, under your knee if it's sensitive, or you can come up to a low lunge. You're gonna open up to the side, big arm reach, and then switch sides. So you can do on your knees if you want, like this, just opening up the chest, or you can do it with the full lunge. One more on each side. Just really open up the chest. Think about stacking your shoulder blades as you open the arm up. And nice and open. Perfect. Now you're going to press back into a child's pose and then come up into kind of like a lazy upward facing dog just to open the chest. From here, you're going to press through the arms, lengthen through the spine, and look one side and then to the other. Push back to child's pose, relax the lower back, and come on back up. So use your core as you come down, open your chest, look to one side, and look to the other. Perfect. Now we can get started. It's going to be a kind of like a slow move to start. We're going to do the bird dog with a toe reach to the back. So you're going to start by lifting the right arm, left leg, trying to keep your hips nice and square. You're going to reach back, touch, and go. We're going to be here for 30 seconds on each side. So you reach nice and long, and then you touch the toe, opening your chest, reach nice and long again. So make sure you're pressing through the hand that is supporting you away from the floor so that you're not collapsing in your shoulder. And reach. So you should feel this in your core. You should feel this in the supporting arm. You should feel this in your hamstring of this leg that is up and bending. Reach, 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 and switch sides. And open and reach. Lengthen through the arm and the toe. Try to reach through the front of the room with your hand and the back of the room with the toes. Reach, reach, reach nice and long. Touch the toe. And we have 2 more. Long, long, long. Make sure that the standing hand, supporting hand, is right underneath the shoulder as well. Perfect. Come on down, press back into your child's pose. Big stretch for the arms. You can even open your palms up for like a nice opening through the arms. And just breathe. Come back onto all fours. We're going to come into a child's pose into a push-up. So I kind of want to have like a large all fours position. Instead of having the hands right underneath the shoulders, have them just a little bit further forward, like by one hand. You're going to push back into a child's pose with having your hands straight forward, straight arms. You're going to come back to the front and you're going to bend the elbows, scraping the sides of your ribs. Come on down into a push-up, press back up, and then push all the way back. So you can do as many reps as possible in a minute, but I would suggest to go nice and slow and making sure that you're keeping the form nice and bending through the elbows, scraping the sides to really target the triceps. So here we go. Come up, down into your child's pose to figure out the perfect length where the arms and the hands should be. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, long neck, bend the elbows, come down, and press all the way back. Big stretch on the arms. Inhale, roll up, use your core. Shoulders away from the ears. Down, press up, and back. This is a really good exercise to kind of practice push-ups. Work on the arms without putting too much pressure on the shoulder by keeping the elbows going back. And strengthening the arms, your chest. And your core is working here to keep you nice and stable as you go down. And last one, come all the way up. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna stretch the hips a little bit. So you're gonna come up into a plank to prepare for down dog. But on this down dog, we are going to lift one leg at a time, thinking about keeping the shoulders, the hips square with the shoulders, lifting the leg, but having it as straight as possible, and then come down back into your plank, and then switch legs, go to your single leg down dog on the other side. So we have 1 minute on each side. So think about keeping your core nice and tight. Reach through the leg, trying to touch your toe towards the ceiling while keeping the hips nice and square. Here we go. So prepare, be in your plank position with the hands right underneath the shoulders, and then shoot the leg, whatever leg you go first, and come down. So you inhale as you lift the leg, shoulders away from the ears, reach for the ceiling, stretch both legs. Exhale down as you come back to keep your abs nice and supported for your lower back. And exhale. You're halfway through. Lengthen through the legs. Push hips up to the sky. And plank. Inhale, lengthen through the arms to try to keep the ears away from the shoulders and the long neck. As you go, try not to look at your toes so that your neck doesn't curl too much. And last one. And come on down on your knees. And again, press back into your child's pose. On this one, you can go towards the side and gently fall forward. Give yourself a nice stretch on the opposite side. Come back to the center, go towards the other side, and down. This one here is going to be stable. We're going to do elbow plank. So we are going to set ourselves up on our forearms. Nice and strong forearms. So you can have your hands straight forward. I kind of like to have them kind of like in a prayer position with my elbows right underneath my shoulders. And try to not have your hips up in the air, not too low. You don't want to arch the lower back. You kind of want to be right in the middle, keeping the legs active to help you. And we're going to be here for a minute. Hold it. 45 seconds to a minute, whatever feels good for you. And here we go. Get into your position and go. So try to look straight in front of you to keep your neck in line with your spine. You're bracing your core. You're up on your tippy toes, giving you a nice stretch underneath your feet. And then just hold, just breathe deeply. Try to focus on using the strength of your quads to kind of like lift yourself up, pushing through your forearms. Relax through the neck. You should be able to move your head side to side while you're in this position. And also just look straight ahead so that you're not sinking into your shoulders. You're almost there. Squeeze your glutes as well. Squeeze the legs. And time. And relax. Awesome job. Last move on facing the mat. So on this one, if your hands are a little bit sensitive after being on our wrist a lot, you can come up onto your knuckles, rolling your shoulders back and down. You're gonna extend one leg. We're gonna do one side at a time. So first you're gonna lift, lower down, open to the side. So go as far as the mobility of your hip allow to make sure that you can keep the legs straight and eventually starting opening the hips a little bit more every time. So we're here for a minute on each side. And here you go, get settled. Hands right underneath the shoulders, all four position. Extend the leg back, keeping your abs nice and tight. Square shoulders and square hips. Point the toe, lift, squeeze your glutes to lift your leg. Drop it down, and then a little arc to the side. Try not to shift the other hip in order to open the leg further out to the side. Just go as far as you can. I'm not very flexible on the hips right now, so I'm just doing what I can, but I'm strengthening my glute and my core. I'm pushing through the floor with my knuckles or my palm if you have your hands down in order to keep my arms straight and the pressure away from my shoulders. We're almost there. We have 10 seconds. That glutes should start burning. And relax. And good job, everybody. We have the other side to do. So I'm just going to turn. That way you can see. Okay. Knuckles down or palms down. I think I'm going to go with my palms down this time. Extend the leg back, pointing the toe. Push away from the ground. Nice space around the neck. Lift, pointed toe, squeeze the glutes. Down, open to the side. You may realize that you actually open a little bit wider on one side than the other, and it's quite normal. We all have a weaker side and a stronger side, and a side that actually overworks, and that's usually the weak one because it's constantly activated by poor posture, poor standing posture, or posture in general if it affects your upper body. Make sure you keep those hips nice and square, shoulders square, nice and slow. Really feel this in all your muscles. We're almost there here. We've got 4 seconds. One more lift. And relax. Perfect. We're going to come up and stand. I'm actually going to take my timer and put it over here for this one. This exercise, we are going to pretend we're squatting. It's going to be kind of like a half squat. We're going to have our weights in the heels. Hips are shooting back. The core is engaged. The shoulders are down and back. You're going to hold your hands into a prayer position or knuckles together, whatever feels comfortable for you, or on your hips, as a matter of fact. We're going to step back into a lunge, come up, and stay in our low squat. We're going to be here for a minute per side, or 45 seconds to a minute. So get into your position. You're nice and stable. Your abs are in. You step back into your lunge, create a 90 angle with your front leg and the back leg and the front leg. So the front leg is going to be on fire very quickly. So if you need to take a break, feel free to just shake it off, stand up, shake it off, and then get back into it. We're already halfway through. Down. You can go as low as you want back there. Really engage those hip flexors. It's almost a stretch for the hip flexors as you go down while you're strengthening the quad and the other leg. Down. We're almost there. We've got a few more seconds. One more rep here. Come down, come up strong, and shake it off. Other side. I'm gonna switch so that you can see. And here we go. Prepare into your squat. Step it back. Step it forward, keeping the nice bend in that front leg the whole time. We're really isolating this standing leg. Balance can be an issue. If you need to hold on to a chair, feel free to do so. And go. So try to keep your abs nice and engaged, and then bring your shoulders back and down, away from the neck. Look somewhere in front of you that is not moving to help you with the balance. And go. We've got a little bit more than 10 seconds to go. You don't really have to go fast on this one. It's really, the isolation is hard enough. And relax. Awesome. Now we're gonna work on balance. So you're gonna roll your shoulders back and down. I'm gonna demonstrate with this leg first. Again, you can have your hands on your hips or in front in a prayer position. You're gonna balance, so you can go as low as it's comfortable for you, with a slight bend in the standing leg, hips nice and square. You're gonna try to create like a T with your body, and then use your core. Press through that front leg and front foot in order to raise the knee up and use your lower abs to lift. So we're gonna be here, same thing, for 1 minute on each side. And go. So if you need a chair for this one, please use it, and your balance will get better as you go. You can have the arms back as well. If actually that helps you keep the shoulders away from the ears, that's actually great. So your ankles will be wiggling, and balance exercises are hard, but it gets your core going. This is why we need a strong core, because that's what creates the balance. And all those little wiggling in the ankle creates, over time, stability and strength throughout all those little muscles and ligaments in the foot and ankle area, which we need. That way, when you trip over a curb, you won't fall flat on your face, or at least not as hard. And release. Shake it out. And let's go to the other side for 1 minute. And we have one more exercise after this, and that's it. So again, you may find yourself a little bit more flexible or more balanced on one side. You may be able to lift the back leg a little bit higher. Again, same exercise or principle as the other exercise with the leg lift. Use your glutes to lift that leg up. You're bracing your abs, and you're lifting using the glutes, squeezing the glutes to lift the back leg. The hamstrings of the standing leg are working really hard, as well as their glutes. Focus on balancing. If you lose your balance and need to step down, you can actually step. I should have showed you a little modification here. And relax. This last exercise is going to feel really good. It's going to be like a chair pose. So you can have your arms straight forward in front of you, or you can have them by the ears. Unless your shoulders are a little tight, you can actually keep the arms kind of like straight. Core is engaged. You're pressing through the heels. You can almost wiggle your toes. Your hips are back. Knees are parallel as much as possible. Try not to have them caving in. And then you're going to come up, squeeze your back muscles without pumping your chest up, and then come up onto your toes. You're going to come down to your chair, and up. This is really to just kind of relax the body and then cool it down a little. We've got 6 more. Inhale, reach through the arms, shoulders back and down. Come up onto your toes, nice and tall. Reach back with the arms. Big stretch for those triceps. This is 2. We've got 4 more. I hope you like this exercise. I actually have a unlisted core workout that I will put the link into the description of this video for you to try. They're Pilates based and amazing to get in touch with your core. It's about 15-ish minutes long, and I hope you try it. There we go. Shake those legs. You did a wonderful job. You're gonna bring your shoulders in front of you and stretch the shoulder. And then other side. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch out those legs. Take a balance. Hold on a chair if you need to. Keep those hips nice and square. Open your chest. And really point that knee down to meet the other. Pressing those hips slightly forward to feel a nice stretch on the hip flexors all the way down through the quad. Release. Grab the other foot. Slight bend in the standing leg is fine, of course. It helps with balance. The goal is to really stretch the opposite leg. So if you need to hold on to something, there is no need to try to perform and balance on one foot if it's not in you today. Let's stretch those hamstrings. You can shoot those hips back, flex the foot in front of you. Think about shooting those hips back, keeping the shoulders away from the ears and the long spine versus rounding and touching the toe. You should already feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. Come up and then switch side, flexing the foot, hips back, and breathe. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me and then for watching this and working out with me all the way to the end. If you did like this workout, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel so I will notify you every time that I post another one. I will probably post a workout weekly from now on. So have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.